we're going to talk about how to get emotions on your side, to be your friends, make peace with them so that they are working for you instead of against you. So why do we want to process emotions safely? Well, we want to avoid lashing out. We want to avoid hurting somebody else and having to apologize later. And we want to stay open to solutions. So strong emotions block answers. We want to stop the urge to lapse. Emotions are in the research as the leading cause of lapsing. We want to reduce pain, and strong emotions are painful. We want to make ourselves happier by rewiring painful memories. We want to make ourselves more confident. We want to take the opportunities to grow that having strong emotions can create. So we're going to move to a place of power around our emotions, where when we have a strong emotion, we're going to learn a process, a skill set, where we stop, look at the emotion, figure out what it is, and then heal something. The emotion is a signal. It's like the canary in the mine. It is a signal that something in a historic part of your brain is hurting. And now in the art, you have the skills to go back and heal that. So here are our 6 steps. 1, remove yourself from the situation and connect with an advocate, somebody at advocate or manager level and above. Connect the emotions in your body, find them. Find out where the emotion came from using an ARC exercise. Or is it food, stress, fatigue? And then get a picture of how you would rather be in this situation. Use your self-soothe routines to bring yourself back into a calm place in the present. And then go back and resolve the situation using gentle curiosity and collaboration. I know that this might sound unrealistic, but you're in the ARC and you come to ARC chats, you come to ARC calls, you've listened to the Get Time on Your Side video, so that now you are getting a lot of ARC messaging stored in your brain cells. And all that messaging is how you are powerful. So yeah, now you can do this. So step 1, remove yourself from the situation. So if somebody is behaving badly towards you, you're just going to stop getting that bombardment. You can say, I need to go to the restroom. I'll be back. This is something that's also mentioned in the My Grandmother's Hands book. You can always leave any situation. I need to go to the restroom. Avoid making it worse. Remove your situation if you feel out of control. And avoid making it worse by speaking then from an irrational, someplace in the past place. I had a marriage therapist once, my husband and I went, and he said, I don't remember the exact number, but it might have been 96% of fighting in a relationship is based on something that happened long ago. It's an unresolved, unprotected, painful memory stuck in your brain. So we also want to retain power and dignity in the situation. We want to like ourselves in the situation. This is a great 12-step saying. I don't have to like the situation, but I want to like myself in the situation. So you might need to remove yourself before you can get to that, okay, I'm now ready to engage in behavior that I would like in myself. And so good, don't go down into negativity with the other people involved. Use your affirmations to remember that you could just leave the situation. I have to go now. I respond rather than react. Responding takes place in the rational frontal lobe, reacting takes place in the irrational limbic system. I pause and evaluate my options. These are things that we want to say to ourselves over and over again when we're calm between these emotional situations. I easily pause, process, and respond. I detach easily and automatically. That means you're just stepping back. I keep my scarf from catching on fire. Somebody else is erupting and we are stepping back. If you can, if they're not abusing you, you stay present. And by being calm, their mirror neurons will latch onto you. And that person is more likely to be able to return to calm themselves. I easily remove myself from situations in which I'm reacting negatively. We're monitoring, we have self awareness. It's a core arc skill, which is self awareness. And you get that by checking in at chats and calls, checking into your home pods, checking into your specialty pods, checking in with your advocate, or listening to people do it, or going to your pods and reading other people checking in. What are they doing in a check-in? They're describing things about themselves, and that is self-awareness. And then you have control. So 2, locate the emotions in your body: head, neck, shoulders, chest. I found a whole bunch up around my collarbone since I worked on these slides. Stomach, hands, arms, legs, feet. So here's some examples. Now I want you to know that the directors of the ARC, Tina and Holly and Heather, very generously helped me with these slides kind of last minute. And so these are the things that we are working on. We're not some paragon of perfection and hanging out there. No, we are in the trenches with you. We're also uncovering our own stuff and getting it to stop hurting us. So I carry fear between my eyebrows. I hold my breath. I experience stress around my collarbone. My fear is like a rock in the pit of my stomach. I experience tension and anxiety in my chest. All my strong emotions are in my stomach. The muscles at the base of my skull are tense. The weight of the world is on my shoulders. So find it in your body and then name it. Name the emotion in your body. This comes out of the Mindful Relationship Toolbox book that we used in Reset in January of, no, I think it was more, it was probably the middle of 2021. We used the Mindful Relationship Toolbox book in Reset Week, and it was fabulous. So name the emotions. When you locate the tension in your body, then name the emotion there. Mad, sad, afraid, ashamed, guilty, lonely, confused, frustrated, resentful. And you'll be amazed, but the tension will let go out of your body. So 3, find out where the emotions came from. We're going to go through 2 of the many ARC exercises. I like these 2 because I'll explain why at the end. The 8 healing questions. 1, what do I want to stop? 2, what will come in to take its place? 3, if I make the change, I'm afraid that, fill in the blank. 4, what strength will take me through the change? 5, who taught me what I want to stop? 6, can I go to the moment? And can I go to the moment in which this lesson really sank in? When you do that, you are opening the space between cells that are holding that painful memory. And for 4 or 5 hours, you will be able to put new information in there. And for the 8 healing questions, the new information is, what kind of person would I rather be? So these old, painful, strong emotions are coming from childhood typically, or from any situation in which we felt helpless. And so the new information that we want to put into those memory cells is, there's a new person here. I am powerful. I am confident. I am highly skilled. I have 2 feet on the ground. I am capable of protecting you from bad things happening to you. So now that information is there in that memory. It's no longer the helpless child. It's the helpless child being protected by the powerful adult. And then just to top it off, question 8, how would that make me happier? And now you get a vision of yourself happier. If that old memory were to come up, instead of going to mad, sad, afraid, ashamed, guilty, lonely, you would go to, I'm a powerful adult. I easily go to gentle curiosity and collaboration. It is cool. It's very much like the cueing management that we've learned for cravings. So when we start to get a craving, we go to, oh no, that makes me sick. Oh no, I hate that food. It's re-cued. So instead of going to, oh, I'm so upset, now these signals are re-cued. Now you're going to go to, oh, I'm a powerful collaborative adult in this situation. See how cool this is? Understanding associative cueing is the key to a lot. All right, the other really strong exercise that I would recommend in this situation is the Byron Katie questions as they have been adapted for the ARC. So you have a thought, a strong emotion. The first question is that true? Can you absolutely know that's true? How am I reacting because I'm having that thought or emotion? And who would I be without it? Can you go back to the moment when you learned to respond that way, with that thought, with that emotion? Can you see a reason to let go of the original lesson, the original thought or emotion or reaction as it was taught to you? And then if the thought and emotion isn't true, what is more true for you? And this is where your groundedness comes in. Can you turn that statement around? So flip that statement from a negative to a positive. It's so cool. You just do it again and again, and your brain just starts to work in a very, very different way. What we discover in ARC exercises, here are some examples. I learned to respond with frustration from my father. I learned that the ugly words I used on myself were just a mirror of what my mother thought about herself. I was always holding it in. I shut down and lost connection with others. It's hard to speak up, even if it would be helpful. I couldn't communicate with my partners. I'd lost a lot of relationships. My voice didn't matter. Either I channeled my father and horrible things would come out of my mouth, or I would punish myself with food rather than speak. These are the self-discoveries that come out of the 8 healing questions and the adapted Byron Katie questions. This is why we do them, because brain cells, they just take things in and store them as if they were true, but they're not true. And what the ARC exercises allow you to do, whether you're doing themselves or listening to somebody else do them, it's working. It's working. This is why you'll see in the Getting Time on My Side video, a lot of suggestions for when to have ARC messaging turned on while you're doing something else, while you're fixing food or doing housework or doing yard work or waiting in line or shopping or running errands or picking somebody up. You can have ARC messaging working in your head so that you are discovering for yourself the painful beliefs that are just not true. My parents told me I was a nuisance. That's not true. People want to hear from me. Okay, so then keep going, repair the memory. Generally, when we're experiencing a negative emotion, it's coming from our past. In the ARC, we learn that staying in the present means that we stay in our power. As a powerful adult, we don't need to use negative emotions to manage life because we have all these resolution techniques. We have collaboration techniques. We're creative. Our heads are clear. Our emotions are stable. So we don't have to go back to helpless childhood, terrified or sad, shut down. We can stay in our problem-solving adult. Okay, and then the other thing is check for other possibilities. Maybe the emotion is coming up because you've eaten inadvertently a processed food, or you didn't get a complete meal on time and that elevated your adrenaline. And now you're having emotions that are from a chemical imbalance and not from what's going on in the situation. It could be transference of stress from another situation, or it could be fatigue. It could also be pain. Pain will make people act irrationally. So just consider the possibilities, and that will, it'll just take down a stressful situation. Okay, number 4, describe how you want to be in the situation. Get a clear picture of how you would rather be. Use question 8 of the 8 healing questions, or the last question from Byron Katie, to create affirmations. Compose a because card, or what we call a flashcard. Compose a story of transformation about how you were going along being emotional, reacting irrationally, and you came to a point where you wanted to change it. You used the arc to change it, and you became a new person. And then a lot of people like the I think, I feel, I act exercise. And if you would like to be introduced to that, ask your advocate. Okay, number 5, come back into the present. Use soothing affirmations. I am a patient person. I easily go to gentle curiosity in upsetting situations. I am the blue sky. My feelings are the weather. They come and go. I am okay. I easily process emotions. This is you talking to yourself, reminding you that as an ARC warrior for wellness, you have these skills. I am the kind of person who collaborates on answers. I easily use ARC resources to process my emotions. So this is just what you're doing with these affirmations is you're walking out of the loss of control country, and you're just walking back across your brain to your ARC brain. I'm trained. I know what to do in these situations. I can enhance the situation. Okay, use your self-soothe routines like breath work, body settling. We have a video on body settling. We have a video on breath work. Meditation, chats or calls. Boom, you get into a chats or call. You get an oxytocin release. Your brain is now pumping out dopamine. Boom, you're calm. It just is beautiful, and it's so easily. Or listen to a replay. So you don't, if there's not a live chat or call that you can get on, go into the ARC Research Center or go to the last email that you got from us and listen to the replay. Walk in nature, read, write, use the writing pod, or go to one of the writing hours. Take a bath, play some music, and then get into gratitude. Gratitude will move you out of a painful part of your brain and into a really healthy part. All right, some examples of self-soothing. I take a warm bath, and this is me. I love Yo-Yo Ma. He's a cellist, and his Brahms concertos are like instant calmness. I get into my kayak, I cook, I go to my garden, I polish the silver, I color or make a craft. I take a walk around the block or hike in the forest or bike ride in the forest. These are things that you learn from listening to other people bring themselves back down to earth, soothe themselves. This is another great value from the check-ins, is that you're learning problem solving. You're learning skills just by listening to people talk about them. Okay, reconnect with the people who were involved in the strong emotion. Go back. If you have removed yourself from the situation, go back in. Adapt an attitude of gentle curiosity to learn about the dynamics of the situation. Self-identify as a person who easily collaborates and enhances the people involved. This is something that I'm really working on right now. I want to enhance the people around me. So you might need to set boundaries. You might need to go back into a situation and set boundaries. Use the what I heard you say routine. And that is what I heard you say is blank. Did I get that right? And then you can say, when you say that or do that, it doesn't work for me, and I want you to stop saying that or doing that. There's another thing, a very, very powerful thing you can do, which is if somebody has said something mean to you, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you repeat it? And then they will catch themselves. They won't repeat it. They'll catch themselves. Oh, no, that's not something I should be saying. So resolution, use resolution. We offer a lot of training in motivational interviewing. An example would be, can you tell me more about that? It's really surprising how that will just bring somebody to calmness. They'll just start to get into themselves, and they'll do their own path building inside themselves. A very good idea is to drop assumptions. Check yourself for, I'm assuming that if this person is blah, 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 drop it. I check in with myself about the story I'm making up. Oh, they're doing this because. No. That's just drop it. Drop those stories that we make up about situations. I practice self-compassion. I open the self-compassion workbook. If I'm in discomfort, I have control over that. I can use all my ARC skills and get out of discomfort. I remind myself that nobody has the power to upset me. I keep my side of the street clean. I am patient, understanding, and compassionate about other people's pain. So this is how you get into that resolution state, the collaboration state, instead of the escalating emotions state. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that the ARC can do for you. Thanks to the ARC, when someone is behaving badly towards me, I step back and thoughtfully process it. I resolve it later when I'm calm. Thanks to the ARC, I can't stay silent anymore. I speak my truth. Thanks to the ARC, I can communicate things that hurt me in spite of being brutally shut down for them in the past. Thanks to the ARC, I can say that hurts me. I respond rather than react. Thanks to the ARC, I experience my emotions without eating over them. And thanks to the ARC, I can take on an attitude of gentle curiosity about the situation. These themes, these may seem miraculous, they may seem unattainable, but the ARC is brilliant at taking things slowly and chipping away at very big things, just a little at a time and a little at a time, and then giving you a space where you can notice your progress. Because when you notice your progress, then you want to do more. So the ARC makes it easy to make this progress. We have many hours a day of live programming. We have the ARC Resource Center at processedfoodaddiction.com. You get 2 emails a day from us. You're in a private messenger group where you can pop in anytime. And it's just, and then we have the ARC Facebook group. So we have made it easy for you to surround yourself with ARC messaging, which is going to give you skills and keep you in a strong, confident place. All right. So make emotions your friends. Repair old beliefs. This is why we want to make them our friend. We don't want to just acknowledge them. Oh no, we're ARC warriors. We put everything to use. We turn straw to gold. When you get a strong emotion, boom, first thing you think, wow, good opportunity to repair an old belief. Good opportunity to dissolve some limiting belief I have about myself. Good opportunity to eliminate the pathway to positivity through the 6 steps. This is great opportunity to grow my self-confidence and to be a happier person. So do use these to enjoy your relationships. You will feel safer in relationships because you know how to keep yourself safe and keep the other person safe, calm. So be strong and curious in the face of emotions. Move into them. Work your 6 steps. And just be a master. So thank you so much for coming to this. You guys know that we are training people worldwide, all over the world, to become ARC managers. We would like for you to consider becoming an ARC manager. Don't just say, oh, no, they wouldn't want me. No, we do want you. Get the best training in the ARC. Go to foodaddictionrecoveryadvocate.com to learn more about the opportunity. You can have a fulfilling job and career. Email info@processedfoodaddiction.com. Ask to learn more, and we will meet with you. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. Take care.